We're at Terminal 5 here at Heathrow Airport outside of London, and now we're heading to the Heathrow Express to go into London's Paddington station. The Heathrow Express I'm really big on because it's a convenient, fast, and a relatively cheap way to get into London with a minimum of hassle. Since we're at Terminal 5, you can go downstairs in these elevators and then you get on the train to head into London. The distance between Heathrow and London is about 13 miles. This train takes about 21 minutes to do it, and the charge is about $33 one way and $53 round trip. Compared to taxi, this is a cheap alternative. Of course, the cheapest way to go into London is by the tube, and the way you can do that is that you take a bus or taxi to the tube station and then take the tube into London. That way, while being the cheapest, is slower than the Heathrow Express.
Welcome on board this Heathrow Express service to London Paddington.
Since leaving San Diego yesterday, I've been up now continuously for about 18 to 19 hours. I'm going into London, and my first assignment is to cover a protest rally, which is going to take place in Trafalgar Square later on today. It looks like I'm not going to be able to get any sleep before it. So after the rally, which would be on around about 6, I mean, I will have been up continuously for about 29 hours. The reason I'm pointing this up to you is to underline the fact that going around the world can be a very rigorous experience. I feel like I'm coming down with something that I might have contracted while I was on that airplane, which raises this point that you have to realize that when you're going around the world, especially on the airplanes, you're going to be exposed to a lot of germs and bugs, probably more so than most people. A great way to at least minimize it is to make sure you keep your hands out of your mouth, sanitize the chairs you're sitting in, like on the planes, the handles, etc. Also, try to sit as far forward as possible and coach on the plane, because that you'll be avoiding some of the germs that the air filtration system of the aircraft generates.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Now arriving into London Paddington. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform when leaving the train, and please do remember to take all your belongings with you. If you require a taxi this morning, the taxi rank is situated above platform 12. So if you do require a taxi, please make your way to platform 12 where there are lifts or escalators to take you up to the taxi rank. I'd like to thank you for travelling with Heathrow Express this morning, and we wish you a safe onward journey. Thank you.
As opposed to the advice of the conductor about taxis, I would recommend, if you can, to take the tube here in London, because first of all, it's very reasonable in price, and also it's very fast given the London traffic. I always recommend taking the tube as opposed to taxis to London. Remember, too, that London taxis are rather expensive. Paddington Station is my favorite train station here in London. From here, it's a good walk, about a mile or so, to my hotel, and I'm going to have to lug my luggage. Again, this is something you should be aware of when you travel around the world. You're going to be called upon to be hauling your luggage in relatively long walks, especially in those international airports which are humongous. So be prepared for that type of physical challenge. I'm going to head to my hotel, drop off my bags, and then take the tube over to Trafalgar Square, where there's going to be a protest which I'll be covering.